So let's take a look at the first question of the day. It comes all the way from Malaysia. Well, we're in Malaysia, and we're in KL, so it's not all the way there. So Sandra in KL asks, I think it's easier to have loyalty towards God, okay, but how loyal should we be with our friends and family? And that is something that we have to think about, right? Because remember we learned today is in Proverbs chapter 20 verse 6, many people say they're loyal, but how many are actually loyal? Like how many are literally actually loyal? Loyalty is a hard thing. One thing, like you have to think about this, how much should we be to friends and family? Being loyal doesn't mean like you're gonna be like Ruth, right? Because loyalty in her relationship is, as a daughter-in-law, she takes care of the mother. That is what the relationship is like. It doesn't mean you're like that, right? Even if I'm super loyal to my family, it doesn't mean I hang out with them all the time, but I would never desert them. Never. I would never go against them, right? Even if they do really bad things, they're my family no matter what. It's family, right? So you have to look at loyalty at the level of the people you're at. When someone says you got to be loyal, as a friend, there's a level of loyalty between friends. But it's not like you have this loyalty to your friends where you're going to give them all your money and trust them with all your, with everything that you have, because that's not the level of a friend, right? That's more like level of your family or level of your husband or wife, right? So you want to make sure that you don't misunderstand loyalty with like Ruth loyalty, because that was the level of the relationship, right? Which means that just the fact that Naomi was telling them they don't have to come, it means that they should come. They should be coming with her. But she was kind and she had mercy and she said, no, it's going to be too hard so you guys can stay. You guys don't have to take care of me. There's other people over there that will take care of me, right? They didn't have to, but she did. And she had that, Ruth had that loyalty. So a lot of times people get scared of the word loyal because they're thinking being loyal like a family, but no. You're loyal at the level of the relationship. There's loyalty of husband and wife, loyalty of friendship, loyalty of family, parents and children, loyalty of cousins, loyalty of, there's the different levels of loyalty, so you have to kind of check that out first, okay? Thank you, Sandra from KL. Let's go to the next question. We're going to John D in Taipei. Okay, maybe it's like John Doe, but John D. What is the best way to become loyal to someone? Okay, is there some method that makes it easier? Okay, when it comes to people of faith, because I know we're talking about Bible, a lot of people out there are faith, they text and everything else into the room, and they text inside the YouTube channel and stuff too. If you're someone of faith, one of the best ways to become loyal or to work on your loyalty is kind of one of those verses that Jesus says is, whatever you do for the least of these, you've done for me. Which means you're kind of looking at this person like Jesus. Yeah, that's what actually Jesus says. And that's one way to make it very, very easy. One way to make it easy is how? You look at them like you're doing it for the Lord. And that's a very, very easy way. Now, if you want to minimize it and say, oh, well, I'm not really religious. Yeah, then it's, you treat people like you treat, you'll treat them and be loyal to them like, oh, I'll treat this person like they are my mom, like they're my dad, or like they're, like someone I really, really respect, right? So sometimes you need to do it for someone else. Why? There is a power in doing it for other people. For instance, if two people really, really love each other and there's this like animosity between them, you have to think about, if you don't like someone, but then your husband or wife says, hey, I know you guys don't have a good relationship, but please do it for me. Then what happens? Because you love this person, you're able to do it for them. Like, okay, because you're doing it with the love you have for them, knowing that treating this person well will make this person that you love so happy. Right? So that's kind of what you do, is you're kind of transferring, like saying, hey, I know, oh gosh, I gotta work on this. Yeah, and that's something that you can do, is you can do it for someone else. For some people, it's God. For some people, like, do it for your mom, do it for your husband, do it for your wife, do it for your children, right? Do it for your friends, right? And that's something that you can do that actually allows you to become more loyal to someone, or at least allows you to practice loyalty, okay? Thank you so much, John D, all the way in Taipei. Let's go to the next question. We have Lynn. Lynn in, I'm not sure. Lynn, I'm not sure where you're from. From somewhere though. Lynn says, is it Lee or no, it's Lynn. Okay. Somehow I still feel that what I am doing is really insignificant because in work, any position can be replaced. How should I adjust my perspective? Right. So it really depends on what is really, really important to you. Like, for instance, let me give you an example, Lynn. For one thing is, let's just pretend, let's look at this situation. If your children are the most important thing to you, your job may not be significant as in the job, but it will be significant because through that job, you get to buy things for your children. You get to support your children. Right? There's one way, because it really depends on what is really, really important to you. It really does, right? Like this Matthew chapter 6:21 says that for where your treasure is, there your heart is also. Right? So you have to really think about what is the most important thing that matters to you at that time also. And another way to look at it is, like say for instance, there's replaceable jobs. And it's true. There are replaceable jobs. However, I know some people, what they do is they make themselves irreplaceable. Even if it's a replaceable job, there's no one that does it like them. No one as funny or as cool as them. No one who wants to work with someone like them. No one who's like, there's some people that they just enjoy it so much that they become irreplaceable, right? Irreplaceable, right? And that's something that we have to think about ourselves too is, yeah, there are some jobs that are very, very replaceable. They are replaceable. But there are some people where people say, oh, I miss that person. Oh, I wish that person never quit. Wow, this person brings joy into the company. This person, oh, whenever this person comes, it makes me smile, right? So there are different things that you can do. And sometimes you have to look at it as, wow, how can I make myself irreplaceable then? It may not be the job itself, but it could be the atmosphere and the way that you actually conduct yourself that makes it, oh, this person is irreplaceable. I hope this person never leaves. You know what I mean? So in the same way too, there's another way you can do it, right? So the first one I talked about was, depends what's most important. So that thing might be contributing to something that might not be the job, but like your children, to your family, saving up for a house, saving up for marriage, saving up for a ring to buy your wife or whatever it is. And it becomes very important to you. Another one is making yourself irreplaceable. Right? Yeah, like doesn't mean that, if you're someone that just puts like a stick into a piece, like, those metal straws and all you're doing is putting into the packaging. Yeah, you know what? Anyone can do that. But then you make yourself irreplaceable as in, oh, I can do the most. I can do like 20,000 in a day. Or you make the environment amazing. Or you're someone everyone wants to work with. Or there's all these different things where people find you just irreplaceable. And of course, the last one is kind of looking at yourself in the big picture. Right? Looking at yourself in the big picture. And some things are replaceable, but not at that moment. Right? There are some things at that moment, if you stop, like if you're in an assembly line, if you just stop like this, then it would all back up. And then all these other people have to work hard because you're not doing anything. Which means it shows that every person there is important. Right? When you see that if you let go of everything, what would happen to everyone else around you? Right? It shows that, yeah, you're part of the machine that's running. And if you stopped at that moment, yeah, even if they can replace you in 4, 5, 6 days, what's going to happen for 4, 5, 6 days? Right? There's a lot of problems that are going to happen. People have to work harder. People are going to be more stressed. People are going to, they might call in for sick days or whatever it is. Yeah, you might be replaced, but if you kind of look at it that moment, you'll kind of get to see, this does play a role in this company and how it works, right? So there's multiple different ways that you could look at it, and I hope that Lynn, that you will really be able to kind of look at it from a bunch of different perspectives. Okay, so all right, well that's the last question today. Wow, nice and easy, right? 3 questions, boom, and done. So I hope you guys had a wonderful and amazing day. Today is the 3rd Taco Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining the story of Ruth. You get what you deserve, and I hope that we'll see you guys again next Tuesday, or we'll see you on Thursday for Bubble Talk, or we'll see you again on Saturday for the Bible study at 1 p.m. Everyone have a wonderful and amazing day. Everyone, see you later. Bye-bye.
We believe in the same God, but we are on different levels.
Put your hands in the sky if you feel alive. All the stories that we